When is the right time to start reading to your kids?
And look at the fish in the aquarium.
Raising a Reader says the journey to literacy begins at birth. This national coalition has locations in 8 Commonwealth communities, including Brockton.
We are an evidence-based early literacy program that partners with caregivers and education centers that service families from the ages of birth up until about 6 years old, till children are getting ready to go into kindergarten. And we would work with them to really have families understand the importance of early literacy and the importance of sharing books with their children. Good.
Maria Mumbler is the regional program manager for Raising a Reader, Massachusetts. Brockton serves about 1,200 kids ages 0 to 5 in the city, but Mumbler says they can do better.
If we can have every child be exposed to this program, we would.
Low literacy rates among children 0 to 5 are high in Brockton. Whether the reason is cultural or economic limitations, it's cause for concern, says Mumbler.
The priority in Brockton is that a lot of these families are low income. They're focused on putting food on the table. They're focused on keeping the light bill on. That reading, it's not a priority for them. They think, children start reading and start understanding the concept of school once they go there.
This creates a devastating disparity.
It's the 30 million word gap. In other, more affluent communities, they've been exposed to books, exposed to 30 million more words. In Brockton, we find that children are entering kindergarten behind. These kids are having to play the role of catch-up.
To give parents a better understanding of the impact they can have on their children's academic success at home, Raising a Reader hosts workshops where they are educated on the concept of dialogic reading, which holds families more accountable for their child's learning.
It's this unique concept of parents become really good at asking questions, and they prompt their children with these questions that they learn at workshops to be able to have them answer them, have them develop that vocabulary. These kids that are going into school, they might be hearing a book, but they're just sitting there and just listening to the story, When you engage them in reading, it really allows you to assess their level of vocabulary.
The workshops also illuminate the significance of starting early.
They see that, wow, by the time my child is 5, 85% of their brain has developed. So this is the time that I need to help build these connections in the brain, that I need to help foster really good brain development.
Inside school walls, teachers provide their students with a red bag each week filled with valuable reading materials.
They have these brightly colored red bags, and inside are 4 books, and the books are developmentally and culturally appropriate, and they're in about 8 different languages. They act like a traveling library, so they rotate among each other. Parents have told me that they love seeing the culturally diverse books because a lot of times it allows them to learn also. A lot of our families' English is not their first language, and when these books are bilingual or in a language that they can really relate to, they get more excited about sharing it with their child. It makes a big difference in terms of when they enter school and their academic years later on.
Raising a Reader analyzes the standing of students at 3rd grade. By this age, the ability to foresee future success or failure is evident.
3rd grade is a critical point. It's a benchmark that lets parents and lets schools know, where children are testing at. So recently, children took the PARCC exam. In the English language arts in Brockton, children either met or exceeded the goal at 27%, as opposed to statewide, children were at 54%. And if they are behind in 3rd grade, and they are of color and of low economic background, these children are 8 times more likelier to drop out of high school.
For Mumbler, the program is vital for Brockton, and with the support of teachers and family members, the successes will override the failures.
Raising a Reader is a unique program, and it's a program that when parents really invest in it, that they do see results. We want parents to also have that same enthusiasm and really invest in their children's learning. Children are brilliant, and they're able to really understand many various complex things that we might think that they won't be able to. It's just a matter of putting in the time and the effort to have them do so.